Hey everyone, it's Jen. This tutorial is on the kneeling lunge and the half split pose, because if you can understand the actions of the front leg and the back leg in both of those, then it makes both of those positions much more accessible. So, or I should say, it makes them feel a little bit better. So let's look at the half kneeling position first. You're going to take 1 foot forward. I've got my right foot forward, so I'll reference my right foot. My left knee is back. The position of the left toes doesn't matter as long as they're pointing straight back. So if you're here, that's totally fine as long as your foot's not angled in or out. If they're pointed, again, totally fine as long as your foot's not angled in or out. You're going to take your hands on your 2 front hip bones. And you can approach this position a number of ways. You can either approach it from the back knee or you can approach it from the front leg. So you have a choice. If you want to approach it from the back knee, one of the things you can do is start to press the back knee into the floor. This will posteriorly tilt the left hemipelvis a little bit in my case. It will also bring the front of the left hip bone forward, which can be good if your pelvis has a tendency to be heavily rotated one way versus the other. So I'm going to maintain this position. I'm going to let my hips come forward. Now I'm going to really pull that left knee forward to bring my hips back. And I'm just going to go back and forth here. And I'm just getting some isometric work in my left pelvis and some eccentric work in my left hip femur. And then go ahead and relax there. And I felt some work in my right glute as well, which may or may not happen for you. So that is step 1, the back leg. Step 2 is the front leg. You might swap these depending upon what you have going on. You might look at the front leg first versus the back leg. So now I'm going to take my right foot forward. I'm going to make sure my right foot is heavily pressing into the floor. So I've got my right heel, my right big toe, and my right pinky toe, balls of the feet, pressing into the ground. And as soon as I do that, I start to feel my left knee really pressing straight down. So this may or may not engage your right glute a little bit. From here, you're going to get the sense that you're pulling that right foot towards the back of the mat. And then you're going to push the right heel into the floor. And I'm just going to go back and forth here. So this is going to do the same thing. It's going to get the right hip bone to pull back a little bit and the left hip bone to pull forward and relax because of the way you're using your right foot. And again, I felt a lot of work. This is the side that's less accessible to me. So I felt a lot of work in my left leg, but I also felt work in my right leg, the leg that was forward. So give that a try, see how it goes, do it on both sides. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.